I have nothing so important to ask to interrupt him. After all, I stopped believing in him a long time ago. I prefer to let him focus on his beer pong. Why do you drink all that tea?
I only sleep 14 minutes a day, which leaves me a lot of time to work.
Egon, tell him about the Twinkie.
It's gone. It fell into the tea while I was dipping it.
I mean the big one.
That's classified information. You know that. You should really stop drinking for the night, before all this caffeine pushes me beyond the capacity for rational thought too.
If I still had salivary glands, I would need a bucket right now. I don't think those two would be particularly enthusiastic about it. He's lucky that alcohol induces sleep. Never wake a Mexican guy from his siesta. Never. I remembered her different. First of all, dead. I remind you that the single time she spoke, she burned up an entire lab. Still sure you want to talk to her? I remind you that... Still sure... Now I remember why I hated going to the fair. The fishing rod is clearly rigged. Now I remember the fishing rod is...
Hey, kid. Try your luck at the mechanical fish ride. Playing is simple. You must reel in any of the fish in the tank. Nothing easier, right?
Now the fishing rod... Don't have too much fun up there, old pal. Watch the ceiling fan. Did you know birds can't taste spicy foods? A little focus moment. A historical video gaming relic. Literally. Even if my social life isn't as active as before, I don't think I should squander it completely. It's been slung directly into the oven. Eventually, you end up like sweet and sour pork. Why no unforgettable night ever started with I was going to eat a salad when... I hope it wasn't delivered in this condition. Putting a bunch of worms in my body is not among the best ideas you've ever had.
Check this out. We have guests. Let me welcome you to my little gloomy abode.
For you, author of this video game, from now on you can count on my unconditional hate. Nice to meet you.
My pleasure, believe me.
It's so grim and wonderful that I could stay here staring at it for hours. What does the label say? AB normal? I finally found something to give you for your next birthday. I invite you to do the same, from time to time at least. A faithful reproduction of the rebellion flag in Metal Slug. I can't stand this. Too many memories. Absolutely not. Among us nerds, there's a code of honor. One of those old rag dolls people played with once upon a time. My grandma would have crawled through glass to have one of these when she was young. Who doesn't know Master Chief? And no, I'm not talking about the cooking talent show. The best way to arouse a hipster. Boogie, let's hypothetically accept that I get closer to the shadow.
Yes?
Well, should I be afraid for my safety?
Not at all. I will gladly take care of your soul.
Thanks for reassuring me.
Hey, two. Do you know what's round, soft, and juicy?
A tomato?
No, stupid. A nice child.
How many times have I got to tell you? I'm done eating children. I'm a fruitarian now.
And what the hell does that mean?
I only feed on fruit, and just the ones that fall from trees to the ground.
You won't last more than a week.
You'll see.
You're really the black sheep of our family.
Ah, love, captured forever in undying memory. At least until they cut down the tree. So many possible spoilers, I wouldn't even know where to start. I don't want any LV from you. I'm an acid guy. They undoubtedly get along very well. It's best not to get involved in certain private business.
I get your life choice perfectly.
Really?
I eat only children too. Just the ones that fall into my mouth.
Now I understand what the media meant when they predicted an alleged alien invasion back in the 80s. He's undoubtedly the life of the party. It's always a pleasure to see you. Sometimes these professional apple eaters get too caught up in the competition. Stop asking me to pick up unnecessary things. Time is money. Someone must have misinterpreted the rules. The scientist must have seen too many Doctor Who episodes. Those seals are quite self-explanatory. Look, its inventor is a few pixels away. Maybe it's better to talk to him. That blood does not bode well at all. Is this your time machine?
Yes, but it is still an experimental prototype.
The usual excuse is to say it doesn't work.
It'll work. Just watch and see. And finally, everybody will stop saying that I'm just a crazy, stutterer, anemic guy.
But you're not anemic.
That's what I keep saying myself.
What are those bloodstains you have on you?
Oh, not a big deal. A little accident while I was working on a different project.
How many did you kill till now?
Don't be silly. I conduct experiments on dead bodies.
Dead bodies that were alive before, by any chance?
If there's really shortage of raw material, those too.
You seem to be pretty eager. What are you waiting for?
I ordered a new carburetor online. The old one was damaged during my previous attempt. And it still hasn't arrived yet. They'll get an earful from me at the customer service of thatcrazyscience.com.
You can really find everything on the internet these days.
You can't even imagine. People are really out of their minds.
I'll come back later. See you then. Why should I? Just because we're in an adventure game, that doesn't mean you get to bother whoever's around. Your usual Charlie Brown. Can't you read? It's a white paint can. I obviously can't take that away from him. Even if I'm now dead, I still don't feel it would be wise to stain my criminal record. I can't even imagine how his back came to be in that state. Can I bother you for a second? I'd like to talk to you of our Lord Cthulhu.
He can't hear you.
I'm noticing a suspicious resemblance. Who exactly are you?
I'm Pan, the wicked conscience of this little miserable man. He kept me dormant inside him for years without listening to me. But you know, when you insist on suppressing every frustration, you're inevitably destined to blow up sooner or later. And so now, I am in charge.
Why does he have those wounds on his back?
Soul possession brings some severely violent consequences with it. Let's just say that whoever suffers from it momentarily loses his senses and in the end turns to self-harm. And in case he survives, his mind comes under my control, as you must have noticed by now.
What are you guys doing?
We happen to have a scam underway. A big scam. We couldn't stand our demeaning and not at all gratifying job as office workers anymore. So we spent all our savings to buy this cave that we accidentally dated back to the Neolithic, complete with cave paintings.
You're really an evil mastermind, no doubt about it.
You mean we are really evil?
I'll leave you to your work.
As you know, crime never sleeps.
If that is meant to be the Red Sea, someone must have hugely exaggerated the storytelling. I prefer not to risk finding a snake under my sweater. It's surely more fun to do it with tomato soup. It would seem to be a metallic disc stuck in the rock. I really don't know what to say. It's a child's dream coming true. I think it acts as a key for the spaceship or something like that. I'm noticing the cave painting idea might be set aside.
What do you mean?
Look for yourself to my right.
I'll be darned. This will be worth a lot of money. Neolithic my foot. Come on, let's go. We've got work to do.
Definitely unlikely. Everyone has a good plan.
"28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds. That is when the world will end."
Congratulations! I don't think you can hear me.
A storm is coming.
Wrong turn.
I'm here. Come closer.
See you later, Playboy.
See you later, Lindsay Lohan. 28 days. 28 days, 6 hours.
He really got me, so credit to him. With your permission, I'll take it, Boogie.
Go ahead. You earned it.
The best way to arouse a hipster. I wouldn't know what to do. Where did those come from?
They're the posters for a horrorbilly concert that will be held tonight at the old cemetery. My brother didn't want any interference for his party, so he tore down as many as he could. The whole neighborhood was practically wallpapered with them.
Little impertinent kid. He has a bright future ahead of him. You're having fun, eh?
Tyler didn't want me in the way, so he closed me in here. I had to do something to fill all this time.
Tyler?
My older brother. He's the guy who arranged the party. I was bored, so I thought it would be fun to scare anyone who walked into the storage room by mistake.
If I was in your shoes, I would have done much worse. You're having fun, eh?
Tyler did...
Tyler?
My older... I was bored.
If I... Nope. You are aware that this... Nope.
"28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes."
Young storm people today are completely hopeless.
Be quiet, or my
Damn
husband will
hipsters.
hear us.
Why do I never have a flamethrower with me when I need one the most?
Cuddle me, hot stuff. Rah!
You know those wool things that go on one's head to shelter it from the cold? Perfect.
Rah! I love when you do that thing to me.
I've picked up enough hair.
Hurry! In the closet.
That blonde guy gets lots of girls, sure, but he loses a lot of hair. I bet he goes bald before he turns 30.
Rah!
I don't want my sweater stained by puke, thanks. Sometimes you positively surprise me with your sadistic
Be quiet,
attitude.
or my husband will hear us.
Sometimes you positively surprise me with your sadistic attitude. Cracker. Cracker. Come on, stupid bird, repeat it. Cracker!
You brainless moron biped, my intellectual capacities are way superior to yours. Rah!
What did you say?
Rah! Cracker! Cuddle me, hot stuff. Rah!
Why should I?
Damn, I'm out again.
Rah! Be quiet.
Those
or
polka
my
dots
husband
are
will hear us.
obscene, to say the least. I may have removed the tie from the doorknob, but the fact of the matter doesn't
Cuddle
change.
me, hot stuff.
I may have removed the tie. There's something unhealthy. I'm definitely not a military forces expert. My knowledge stops at Gunnery Sergeant Hartman. Guitar solos with P strums. The perfect way to release the indestructible inner boy. Can we go on, please? These are the moments I resent not having a bladder anymore. I'm running out of topics. What nice sharp fangs! Would you be so kind not to eat me? The best interplanetary delivery man. He even seems less sleepy than usual. A life in space spent slacking off as much as possible. He must have been acknowledged as a contemporary hero. Why should I? And this would be the best you can do? If only I could attach the hair to the rag doll. I feel a strange energy which compels me to do things I don't want. He was waiting for the Half-Life 3 release. Right in the feels. Listen, friend, in this video game, there isn't room for two skeletons. Don't say a word or I'll make you regret being dead, okay? Good boy. You've seen too many Lupin. Okay, that is definitely not a good idea. He must have suffered a really bad accident.
My husband will hear us.
Can I come in?
Go away!
Hot stuff.
Ronald gets mad when I knock on the door while he's in the bath too. I don't know why everyone got so crabby.
I love when you do that.
Express Courier, 24 hours, 7 days a week. 0084588901. All packages must be impact proof, water repellent, and the contents must be clearly indicated outside the box. I could pack up the wardrobe and ship myself to Ronald's new house. Rocco's Hotline, 806969. Hot, naughty, courteous. Cave Johnson's Shower Curtains, 206-002-456. I hope at least these are not a lie.
Be quiet.
On the house.
You can never say no to a drink. Hey, you! What do you think you're doing?
28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, 12 seconds.
On the house.
You can never say no to a drink.
Yes, good boy. Drink. Don't look at me that way. I had no other choice. Look at him. He's sleeping like an angel. A few hours of sleep won't be bad for him. He was too stressed. The keys for the dump's crane. I want to reassure all friends and relatives who are following us from home, he's just unconscious. Maybe. I tried using good manners, but you wouldn't listen to me. In a couple of hours, you'll be just fine, don't worry. Seven books and 8 movies? Better not. I wouldn't know what to... I didn't think anybody still used those. I understand this is outdated technology, but you need a tape to listen to music. I didn't know I'd need to go through all this to get it down. Do I really have to remind you that it is an inanimate object? I didn't know I'd need... Ronald and I love to watch their black and white movies. It's a single epitaph subdivided onto the 2 gravestones.
It's chilly down here.
Not even death made them lose their sense of humor. It's a single epitaph. Not even death. Okay, one of the fallen angels, but this one seems to have made a loud thump. I can gladly do without the holiness. It's not for me. If you wish so much to communicate with the upstairs, I can think of a more effective solution. A statue in the city graveyard is the right tribute to one of the heroes of my video gaming childhood. I would have never imagined we'd have so much in common one day, although I was lucky enough not to lose my jaw. It's really curious how many genius hunches are just the result of more or less serious head injuries. What do I need with a flux capacitor that doesn't flux? I don't think it would be very easy to get this grave to a speed of 88 miles per hour. They come up with all kinds of excuses to mask their hoarseness. How, if he couldn't even sing his own song? I don't think I'll make any progress by doing that. Hey guys, can I have some of your firecrackers?
Ask your mother to buy you some. And get out of our way. Can't you see we're busy?
But that's Grandma. Ronald's grandma, I mean. The most useful object a galactic hitchhiker could have. Only in case of emergency. I could use it like the sail of a mini raft. I don't think it would be able to give me the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. The thread of a spiderweb is made of such resistant material, it would make even Frodo's mithril chainmail seem flimsy. Too sticky, I won't be able to get it off my hands. The result would be more similar to body armor than a sweater. Here, Willow the arsonist found her eternal peace, dead for the joy of a great fireworks show. Here, Wilbur the Monkey King is buried, dead on the spot having slipped on a banana peel. Here rests Woody the Lumberjack, asphyxiated after inhaling some silver powder. Here lies Wilson Percival Higgsbury, exceptional scientist who fatally wounded himself with a razor blade. I hope that even after her passing, her mole vision hasn't improved much, so I can still pass myself off as Ronald. Hi, Grandma. I'm Ronald. Grandma, I can't really understand what you're saying.
Damn my age. Ronald, Grandma's sweetheart, you came to see me? You're so emaciated. Are you eating enough?
I have a serious allergy to plums that totally ruined my will to live.
Well, sometimes we all get a bit constipated. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Try some baked apples or kiwis.
Grandma, didn't you have yourself cremated?
Do you really think I'd let them lock me up in a vase? I corrupted the gravedigger by telling him to fill the urn with chewing gum.
I noticed that.
Your favorites. Anything for my little Ronnie.
It'd really be too much for her. What is Grandpa doing over there?
He's been trying to get out of his coffin for days now. Except every time he forgets to watch his head.
Well, at least he leaves you alone.
It's about time. It wasn't enough for him to torture me when I was alive. I didn't even have time to die before he felt compelled to do the same.
I'll come back and visit you very soon, Grandma. I'll come back and visit you very soon, Grandma.
Wait a minute, Ronald. It's dangerous out there. It's full of atheists. Take this.
A little help from above could always be useful. Wake up, old man!
You needn't shout like that.
You're right. Excuse me.
I forgive you.
Listen, could you maybe sew some of this hair on the head of this doll?
An unusual request, but I perceive no reason not to indulge you. Give it to me.
too kind. All those long hours spent playing with Monkey Island couldn't have a different outcome. I'm running out of ideas. I don't think I'll make...
Days.
Why should I? To get it signed? It's his fault if the third book of the best-selling fantasy saga of all time has never seen the light. What precisely am I supposed to do now?